All right. What's up, everybody? We are done. She had Mason Creed. I'm just going. How you feeling?
I'm tired. I feel good, but I feel sore. But yeah, my birth experience. So I woke up at 4 a.m. with contractions. They weren't painful like how I woke up with my other two with contractions, so was not painful at all. So I didn't think anything of it. But they were contractions, and they were. But I've also been having contractions for days now. Did not lose my mucus plug or anything like that. I don't think I even lost it with. I may have lost it with Parker, my firstborn, but don't remember losing it with Ryan or anything. So, but woke up with pain, and well, first of all, my daughter had woke up, but then I was just up. I couldn't go back to sleep, and I was having contractions, and they were 5 minutes apart. Like, I literally timed them 5 minutes apart, and it even got down to like 3 minutes apart. So it was like 3 to 5 minutes. I did what I normally do. I just hop in the shower. I already told Ashley, and I told her how far apart they were. So she jumped up out of bed. She was like, "We gotta go to the hospital now." So I looked and I said, "Chill down, chill out. We're not about to go right now. Let me just see." So, because I wanted more intense contractions versus the mild ones that I was having. But anywho, we live far from the hospital. We live far from the hospital, so I did not want to. We live 45 minutes from the hospital. So I didn't want to deliver him in the car. So what I did was, I said, okay, I called labor and delivery. They told me to come in. We got here 5:45, and they went through all this. I had to get a COVID test. That gave me anxiety. I was gonna decline it, but I went ahead and went with it, and actually was not that bad at all. My nurse who gave it to me was amazing. She knew that I was anxious, and she talked me through it. Did not hurt, wasn't even uncomfortable. It was fine. So did that. She checked me. They told me I was 5 centimeters. Then they put me into my delivery room. My delivery room, the nurse in there, I say about an hour of me being there, they wanted to check me again. They all knew I was going natural. Typically when I go natural, they don't check me until I say I have to push. They check me once I get there, and then again when I say I have to push. But they checked me again, which is very uncomfortable. And once they checked me, I was still 5 centimeters, and this was probably like 7 or 8, and yeah, about 7 or 8. I was still 5 centimeters, and then now mind you, I had like my whole family on Zoom, like they were all there. So that was like, okay, no, that was like 7 or 8ish, and after that we had okay, with my contractions and when I go into labor and my whole thing, when I'm usually fine, and I'm breathing through everything, and then once I breathe through, I'm talking and I'm fine, I'm back to normal. Once I stop talking, that means I'm really close to delivering. So it got to a point where it's very intense and I just couldn't talk. They were right on top of each other. The contraction would come down, but I was still in pain. I thought I had to push, but I wasn't sure. So I kept saying, I told Ashley, I said, I think I have to push. I said, but it's not that urge. I'm doing it and it's taking the edge off. So Ashley's like, I need to call the nurse. I said, no, don't call the nurse, not yet. We'll see. Oh, bless you, man. Bless you. So I said, we'll see. So after that, it was maybe like 2 more contractions came and hit, and then finally I was like, I am pushing. The nurse, she was like, oh, you're pushing. So she called and she was like, you know, my patient's basically saying that she has to push. So she ended up checking. No, before that, she was like, I'll check you. I was in the middle of contractions, so I said, please don't touch me yet. So she respected that. She ended up checking me after the contraction came down. She said I'm like 8 or 9 centimeters. So I progressed from 5 to 8 or 9 within an hour or so. Within an hour or two. And then she called in the midwife, told the midwife that I had the urge to push still, and how far along I was, and I was still like having the urge to push. So I kept pushing because they never told me not to. So as I'm pushing, my water breaks. So I tell her, I said, I'm pushing and my water breaks. My water broke. So Ashley yells it back out. Her water just broke. She says she's pushing. So nurse came in and I'm already laying on my side. And for me, that was like, why are you going crazy? Come on, get back. Okay. For me, that was the best way to push. It was a lot easier. Oh, why are we? What's going on? The camera? Okay. But yeah, it was a lot easier for me to push like that versus on my back. I have to sneeze. Excuse me. So yeah, it was much easier for me to sneeze to push on my side, which I was doing. And after that, everybody came in, all the nurses. One nurse, she had my leg, and she was like, I'm gonna help you with this leg. And she was more like my focal point, so she was like, I'm gonna push, hold on to your leg, and you gotta push, and you got this, 2 more pushes and you're done. So literally, he was my fastest push out. He was my second longest labor, my fastest push out. I tore, second degree tear. I tore with both of my girls. So tore with him to the same exact spot. And yeah, he was out. I felt his head come out. Sorry, that was one of the nurses that came in. But yeah, I pushed him. I felt his head. I didn't physically feel it, but I felt it come out. Like, the ring of fire is very real. It burns. It's horrible. But you gotta push through the pain, push through the burn, and literally pushed. And then she was like, all right, one more good push. So then I felt her twist him, and then I felt the shoulders come out. I think the shoulders is like the worst part, but it's just like one big push, and then he slides out. She picked him up. She was like, look at your baby. And yeah, now my mama's okay, 2 girls and a boy. So let me show you my son. I'm sure Ashley probably already showed him enough, but I'm not sure because I haven't had the camera. So let me show you, introduce you to Mason Creed. It's all fuzzy and pixelated, but I'll definitely get a better picture or video. Hi, buddy. This is Mason Creed. And he looks just like Ryan to me. And he was, what, 7 pounds? I guess it was 3 ounces. Can't remember. Supposed to be. Yeah, he was 7 pounds, 3 ounces. And so stinking cute. He's the lightest out of the girls. Parker was 7'7" even. Ryan was 7'7.8". He's 7'3". He's so stinking cute. Like, my heart is full. It's full and complete. Also, since I have gestational diabetes, they have to monitor his glucose for a whole 24 hours, so he won't be able to get a bath until tomorrow, which is fine. So yeah, and yeah, we should be home tomorrow too. I'm hoping so, but they didn't say anything about getting discharged or anything. I'm ready for like all my kids to be together at one time. I'm ready to see my girls. I miss them. We FaceTimed them and they were so excited. Parker made me cry because she was like, baby Mason, like so excited. So, but my camera's about to go dead. I'm about to charge it and go from there. And see you later.
Alright, this is officially day 1.
He's 24 hours old. He's 24 hours old. He did amazing last night. I think he got up like 4:30ish and basically clutched the fed for 2.5 hours. But he did good. Ashley,
she went back to sleep for an hour.
But they just keep coming in.
Yeah. Well, we're getting ready to discharge, so it's a whole lot of stuff that needs to be done.
He just have to get circumcised. He passed his hearing. He passed his newborn screening. Well, I don't know about newborn screening. We'll get that results tomorrow. He has a pediatrician appointment tomorrow. But yeah, everything else is.
Alright, everybody. We are almost out of here. He went ahead and got circumcised. He's chilling, relaxing. He's so bright right now because we're in the light. She's eating her last meal like she's Jesus over here.
I'm on death row. My last meal. Yep, baby boy is clear, discharged, ready to go. Well, yeah,
both of them are clear. Y'all are already clear to discharge. We're just waiting for them to come check him one more last time, and then we can be out of here, hit the road. Folks, the whole time here, she's talking about she took her insulin. Nope, she did not. They asked her, when's the last time you took your insulin? She said, when we were here on the 27th, right before he was born. Yesterday night?
Actually, yesterday morning.
Yesterday night? Yesterday morning? Like, just tell him you don't take your dang insulin. No, you don't take it. You don't take none of it. She been lying to the folks the whole time. The whole time. I'm like, just in there, yeah,
Yeah, I didn't even know my dosage.
Yeah. Can't even tell these people how much you took. They're like, well, your numbers are kind of all over the place. Are you sure you're taking? Yeah, I take it when I remember. But then she said, I take it when I remember. But then my last dosage was the day before in the morning. And then it went to, I take it when I'm home. What? Yeah, I haven't been home a lot. Knowing that she's been at home nesting. So.
You don't know my life. No, I've been at doctor's appointment. And then going to my mother's house. Who's Jack right now?
She's alive. She went to her mother's house once.
No. A couple of times.
Twice to pick up a food.
I was on my mom's house. So we're home. Want to see the girls' reaction? Mason did good in the car.
Help me.
It's a him.
Mommy!
That's your brother. Wait.
He's asleep.
You see him?
He said that. Like this, so right.
Go ahead. Hold on.
Because I had to turn the lights off.
Mason, love you so much. You want to give him a hug too? Oh, mama. You give him a kiss? Oh my goodness. You see him?
Mama,
Can mommy have a hug?
that was my brother.
Yes, that's your brother.
And that was my brother. That was my other dealership.
Ryan, give me kisses. I missed you. Give mommy kisses. Mom, you did. Give mommy kisses.
Can I hold him?
You want to hold him?
I want to hold him too.
Oh, you got
Not thinking of your butt like that, right?
Okay, let Ryan hold him, okay? You got him? Okay, now mommy can't get up, so nobody.
I will get it.
Thank you. Can you pick up my...